We're in the section Parallel and Perpendicular Lines, page 14 in your flip book. Copy these 3 steps. Write an equation that is parallel or perpendicular to a given line. First, identify the slope of the original line. 2. Determine the slope of the new line. 3. Plug into point-slope form. So this one says they want the line that is parallel to the line y equals 3x minus 1 and goes through the point -2, 5. So from this equation, y equals 3x minus 1, the only thing that is important is the slope. Because from the previous notes, we talked about what is the slope of parallel lines. The slope of 2 parallel lines are the same. So the slope of the original line is 3. Your new slope will also be 3. Because they're parallel, so I know they have the same slope. So I'm given a point. I'm going to use point-slope form because I have a point here and I have a slope. Whenever you have one point and one slope, you're going to use point-slope form. So that would be y minus y dot m y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. Okay, so I know my m is 3 and my x value that they give me is -2. So when I plug it in, it's going to become a +2. And my y value would be a 5. So it's going to be y minus 5. So that's my equation in point-slope form. Let's go ahead and solve that for y. So I'm going to distribute. It's going to be 3x plus 6. Then copy. And then to get rid of the -5, I'm going to +5. So my equation will be y equals 3x plus 11. And they are parallel. I have a slope of 3. My original slope is 3. New slope 3. Original slope 3. F. Write an equation that is perpendicular to the line y equals 1/2x plus 5 and goes through the point 3, -6. So perpendicular slopes, they are opposite reciprocals. So my original slope is 1/2. So I'm going to put original m is 1/2. My new m, they have to be opposite of each other. So I'm going to switch the fraction. It's going to be 2/1. And it's going to be a negative. Because this one was positive, this one has to be negative. So I'm going to use point-slope form because I have a point and I have a slope, and I'm going to plug in. So I'm going to have y minus y1, which is -6. So I'm going to have a minus negative that's going to make a +6, equals, my slope is -2. I don't need the 1 under it. X minus 3. Now let's solve that one for y. Distribute 2x, -2 minus -2 times -3 is +6. And I'm going to subtract 6. y equals 2x, and that would be 6 minus 6 would be 0, so I don't have to write anything there because it's just 0. So this was my equation. If you want to write 2x plus 0, that's fine, but you don't have to. So my equation is y equals 2x. So let's check your slopes. My original slope was 1/2, 1 over 2, and my new slope is 2. Now, is that correct? Well, they're opposite each other, but I forgot something. I forgot that negative there. So it's always a good idea to go back and check your work because you want to make sure they're opposite reciprocals. If you do something and they're not opposite, go back and check because you did something wrong. So I have 1 over 2 is my original. My new slope is a negative 2. Or it can be, it's the same thing as negative 2 over 1. That way you can tell that they are opposite. One's negative, one is positive, and they are reciprocals of each other. That means the fraction is flipped. Okay, that's it for today.